What we have here is a Clifton T-24 guitar tuner, of which two LEDs aren't lighting up. It's the too high LED and the in tune LED. The picture quality of this video is unfortunately not very good because I filmed this with a GoPro and had to zoom a bit. I haven't got a better camera unfortunately, but if you could please subscribe to my channel, I will make a bit of money which I can use to buy a better one and make better quality videos. Thanks a lot if you do. As you can see when looking at the device from the side, the LEDs that aren't lighting up seem to be set a little lower in the casing as well. So let's open it up and see what's going on inside. When disassembling devices, I like to draw a rough sketch of the device and stick any screws and other bits to it with sticky tape. I number them sequentially so that reassembly is easy by just following the numbers in decreasing order. Another advantage is that every screw goes exactly where it came from and we will never have the problem that two screws that look the same but are slightly different will be put back in the wrong place. It also prevents little components from playing hide and seek with us. Definitely worth doing the artwork and spend a few bits of sticky tape. As you can see, the LEDs were pushed through the PCB, maybe by someone deciding to sit on it instead of using it as a tuner, but some people seem to have the unstoppable urge to put stuff on a chair that should be put on a table. But what you're gonna do? They'll break it to give us the opportunity to fix stuff, so in that way it's a win-win. Anyway, we will have to resolder them. The problem is that the conductive material on the PCB is broken as well. So let's solder everything back as well as possible and then find a solution for the broken tracks on the PCB. The PCB in this little tuner is very small, so I will have to use the smallest soldering tip I have. I'll put a toothpick between the top of the LED and the PCB to get it in the right place and resolder the joints as well as possible. Later I will use my thin metal persuasion tool to scratch off a bit of the protective layer on the PCB. But everything is so small, so please subscribe to my channel so I can buy a microscope, which will also be in your own interest, because then I will be able to make those cool close-up shots like the Repair Magicians, Buy It, Fix It and my mate Vince. Do check out their channels. They are in the description. I love watching their videos. To bridge the broken tracks on the PCB, I found a few slightly larger spots on the conductive tracks and scratched off the protective coating. Now let's use this little wire to bridge the gaps. Getting the insulation of the little donor wire takes 3 tools, of course, as it's usually a bit of a struggle with those thin wires, but we will get there. And we've got one more light, so that's progress. Let's see how we will fix the other light as well. Another bypass will hopefully do the trick. The second bypass is in, but the third light is still not working, so let's see what's wrong. Touching up this little point might do the trick. And it did! Great, we fixed it. I'm adding a bit of thick glue to the LED connections to give them a little more strength in case someone decides to sit on the tuner again in the future. Now let's put it back together. And to make sure it is still working, let's detune a guitar to see if we can tune it again using the tuner. Good enough for rock and roll, as they say. Thank you so much for watching. Please subscribe if you already haven't. And until the next video, bye then!